Brent Sancho assumes the role of FIFA Players Status Chamber member with a sense of gratitude and elation. He's interested in being part of the change being clamoured for in certain quarters and encourages like-minded Trinbagonians to come along.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about your presidency. It's about the country's advancement. It's about the country betterment. It's about the country moving forward. And I think if the younger minds come in with that mindset, and I feel they do have it, and start, of course, populating themselves within sport administration and even in other walks of life in Trinidad and Tobago, I think we'll start seeing the betterment.
In this new world, Sancho says nepotism and self-interest have to give way to a meritocracy that hasn't previously existed. He says learning from past mistakes, advancing ideas and dimming the focus on personal profit should be the central ethos of regional sport administration. The 24-member Players Status Chamber is part of the 3-chamber FIFA Tribunal, formerly called the Players Status Committee, and also includes the Dispute Resolution and Agents Chambers. The PSC adjudicates on compliance with matters involving player status at the club and international levels, as well as matters concerning player transfers. Sancho, who was nominated by CONCACAF and vetted and approved by the Bureau of the FIFA Council, says given TNT's recent history with the world governing body, it's encouraging to be welcomed back into the fold.
And I think even the bigger picture is to whatever information and best practice to bring back to Trinidad and Tobago and by extension the Caribbean. So we will always be in tune as to what is transpiring and making sure that we stay on par with the rest of the footballing world.
The former TNT defender retired in 2006 and his learning curve continues to trend upward as part of the inaugural Diploma in Club Management cohort. Sancho was one of 24 selected from a worldwide pool numbering 450 and expects to finish within the next 2 quarters following further training in Spain in late September and Zurich in January. Sancho made further calls for narrative and process change. He says we've seen what bad looks like. It's time to try on good for size.
I've always feel that if you want change, and I agree with most people that, some things need to change within the culture of FIFA. You have to be part of it. You can't stand up outside the walls and shout for change. It's not going to happen that way. You have to get involved and make sure that the change starts within.
Sancho's 4-year PSC term begins on October 1st and will end in September 2025. Jovan Ravello, TTT Sport.